Well, of course, it brought many, many consequences, but they are all of them really connected with one major unifying problem. And the big unifying problem is the fact that the arguments of Martin Luther and the kind of world that flows from these arguments is one that breaks down all forms of society and all forms of social authorities in favor of creating a world that is purely individual in character. This is not necessarily what he had in mind at all, but this is the consequence. And along with that, there comes also many possibilities based on the fact that he unleashes through his ideas a willfulness and an arbitrary judgment on the basis of individual action, totally separated out from any kind of possible rational justification for people's behavior, that allows for individuals to dominate based upon whoever has the strongest wills and the strongest powers at their disposal. So what I often say in discussing the major final consequence is that he unleashes the possibility of creating a world based on the triumph of the will. Well, the fact of the matter is that the entirety of Protestant theology, certainly the dangers part of Protestant theology, is really based solely on one idea. And the one idea is that of the total depravity of mankind, of human beings after the fall. Everything that Protestantism means is connected with this one central doctrine. It's due to the total depravity of men after the fall that it's impossible for human beings to do anything that can possibly please God, and therefore makes it the case that the only possible way that a human person can be redeemed is from the exterior action of God. The redemption has to come from the outside. Martin Luther is, in many respects, the first ideologue that we have, the first real example of an ideologue who has one central idea and then interprets everything in terms of this one central idea. He claims that what he is a man who's connected to the Bible, and in certain respects he is, because what happens is he himself was horrified by a number of the consequences that radicals could logically draw from his idea, but he ultimately reads the Bible and interprets Christianity on the basis of that one central idea, that human beings are totally depraved, that there is nothing that they can do in order to please God, and that the only hope that they have is for this exterior redemption. And what that does is it destroys the entire need for a church. It destroys the entire sacramental cycle. It destroys everything that's connected with the entirety of Christianity as both the West and the East knew it until Martin Luther's day.